but I'm gonna give it to you straight about Jason. His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned.
But I'm pretty sure the way the story goes, the place is called Camp Crystal Lake.
Wasn't Jason the name from Wade's story?
And if you listen to the old timers in town, they'll tell you he's still out there.
Camp Crystal Lake is jinxed.
What's good, everyone? I'm back again with another Dark Art exclusive custom figure, and this time I'm bringing to you guys Jason Voorhees, the Mortal Kombat X version. Now here's a little backstory about this character and his appearance in the game.
Jason Voorhees is an undead human serial killer known for his appearances in the cult classic slasher film series Friday the 13th. A victim of neglect and drowning, Jason's relentless and remorseless nature of the immovable and unstoppable killing machine has made him not only one of the most iconic characters of the slasher genre, but in pop culture as a whole. Jason made his debut as a playable guest character in Mortal Kombat X as the first character available through DLC as part of the Combat Pack. Jason Voorhees was born June 13, 1946 on a Friday to Pamela and Elias Voorhees. As a young boy, he was neglected by the camp counselors, resulting in him falling into Camp Crystal Lake and supposedly drowning. In retaliation, his mother went on a murderous rampage, killing as many counselors as she could over the loss and grief of her son. However, Jason survived drowning and lived in the woods for years, and when Pamela was killed to end her nightmarish onslaught, Jason witnessed his mother's death and decided to continue his mother's work and kills anyone who dares step foot in Camp Crystal Lake.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home. It's all done now, Jason. Your job is through. Return to Mommy.
And here is my version of Jason Voorhees from the Mortal Kombat X game. For this custom, I tried to give him the authentic look he had within the game. I gave him a custom mask, and of course that chain that he has around his neck. This figure stands around the 1/6 scale mark. As you can see, I weathered his boots. I did up some custom clothing for him, his pants. I weathered all his clothing, his jacket, his shirt. I also made him his favorite weapon of choice, his machete. Mortal Kombat is one of my favorite fight games. I've been playing it all the way back from when it first came out on the Sega Genesis. And this entry, Mortal Kombat X, has to be my favorite within the series, mainly because all of the horror icons they introduced in the game. You can play as Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, and of course, Jason Voorhees, and a few other classic characters.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm gonna give it to you straight about Jason. His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned.
But I'm pretty sure the way the story goes, the place is called Camp Crystal Lake.
Wasn't Jason the name from Wade's story?
And if you listen to the old timers in town, they'll tell you he's still out there.
And here's a back view of Jason. He stands really good even without a base stand. And he also has close to around 20 points of articulation.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home. It's all done now, Jason. Your job is through. Return to Mommy.
And here's a closer look at Jason's custom mask and his chain. Then that chain is actually real steel. And if you look closely at the jacket and his clothing, you can see all the weather and detail I put within his clothing. And for Jason's accessories, along with his machete, I made him a custom display piece and also a custom base that you can display Jason on. And on that base I put some grass so it looks like he's standing in the forest, and on that too comes a Camp Crystal Lake sign. And here's a look at both custom figures side by side. The Uber Jason that I reviewed not too long ago, and the Mortal Kombat X Jason. And both these two will be available soon within my shop, so if anybody's interested in giving them a home, let me know in the comment section or hit me up on Instagram. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the look at my new custom from the Mortal Kombat X, Jason Voorhees. But before you guys go, do me a big favor and hit that bell notification so you know the next time I post a video. And also leave me a comment. Let me know if there's any other customs out there you would like to see me make or bring into figure form. And also, don't forget this weekend's creature feature. But most of all, definitely subscribe. Alright, so I hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home. It's all done now, Jason. Your job is through. Return to Mommy.